Alright guys, it's time to talk about Solana on the channel once again. Now we did talk about this on February 18th. Just want to make you aware of that. If I go on the daily chart here, you can see that this was the 18th of February. And yeah, at that time guys, this was I think before the hack that we saw I think last Friday. So yeah, that would be the 21st. And so yeah, this was about 3 days before that, guys. Now, unfortunately, we had the hackers steal a bunch of Ethereum from Bybit, and this really affected the markets drastically. Now, as you can see on the daily time frame, though, guys, just want to jump into this real quick. We have gone back and tested multiple levels that we haven't seen for a very, very long time. Now, if we zoom out here, we really haven't seen these levels since about October. So this is when Solana became mega bullish and basically hit new all-time highs at almost $300 in January. And yeah, I mean, that's just a month and a half ago, guys, that Solana was, at like 300 bucks. It's just amazing. Now, as you know, I did have a long on Solana. Not too long ago. I did it when I think was it last I think Saturday. I think I opened it up, which means that would have been the 22nd. So that means on this day, I think I opened it up on this day, if I remember correctly. Now, I ended up closing this trade a couple of days later on Monday. It got down to about 150. And I saw the volume starting to come in really, really heavily. And so I just, I could have added margin, guys. Yeah, I mean, I've done that in the past, and, I actually held a trade one time for a couple of months, just putting margin in and margin in. I mean, it's like a bank if you do that. Although it is charging you fees along the way. I think I ended up making 300 bucks or something like this on that trade. But yeah, I almost got liquidated, and you have to really watch it. You can't sleep at night. That's the bad thing, guys. And so I would just rather take a loss and walk away and be able to sleep at night. So that's pretty much what I did with the Solana trade on Monday on this candle here. So yeah, now you can see that it is coming back to levels which we really need to reclaim very badly. Now, it is well above the 142.58 level here. You can see on a weekly time frame. I think we have to worry about this area here where you have about, between about $161 to let's say $55. So this is about a $6 range here that you can see there's a daily resistance above us. It's got to break into this next Fibonacci zone again and basically reclaim this weekly resistance here. Now, let's see. I don't know if we're going to be able to reclaim this very easily. We may see something like we kind of wick into it for a while, and then finally, we break above, and the next level will be about 180 bucks. Now, I just think this is going to be a very strong level. Anyways, let's take a look at the RSI and see what is going on with Solana now. On a daily time frame, actually looks very good. It's just coming out of the oversold on the RSI here. Looks like it's still oversold in the Stoke here. Now this blue line is right into this neutral zone, but it's very, very low. So I do like that. I do think it's about to get a nice bounce here. And let's take a look at the weekly. Now the weekly, yeah, I remember this. This was, it's pointed down here, but I think when we move from Sunday to Monday this week, I think you're going to see this probably start to tick up. Now this is extremely low here on the Stoke RSI, and it looks like it is just about to start curving up. Now, we have to wait till Sunday to see how this kind of moves. Remember, this is kind of a longer time frame, so it doesn't move very quickly. Now, on a monthly time frame, again, it's pointed down, but I think, again, this, you may see this kind of tick up. after we close this month tonight. So let's take a look at the lower time frames here. Now it is kind of overbought here on the Stochk RSI, slightly pointed up here with the RSI. So it is in neutral territory, basically right in the middle. So it does have room to grow. So that's not too bad on the 4-hour time frame. Now 1 hour overbought here on the Stochk, but kind of flirting with this area of being overbought here on the RSI. So yeah, you can see that the price action kind of resembles this, although it is starting to pump up a little bit more. So we may see this break up into the overbought territory shortly. And yeah, let's take a look at the 15-minute time frame just for fun, although it's a super low time frame. But yeah, basically looks like it wants to go sideways basically on the Stochk. The RSI slightly pointed up, but still, it's quite low. It's in neutral territory. So yeah, that's not too bad, I would say. So, I think Solana actually is looking to go up more than, it's going to go down or go sideways, I would say. On these time frames, RSI and Stochk, if I take it all in together, it just looks like it wants to go up a little bit more before taking a little bit of a cool off. I would say most of the time frames look better than not. Now I want to turn on the volume profile here and just basically show you that we are right here. It's kind of hard to see that, guys. I'm going to move this over so you can see this better, but we're basically right on this line, and you can see that these, several nodes here, we can call it, are kind of holding up the price at the moment. We are probably getting that bounce basically. And yeah, once we get above about $151, these volume nodes get much, lower, we can say, with the amount of volume that's been traded at these levels basically. So this is, the biggest node, and we're right in the middle of it. So yeah, let's see what happens. Hopefully we can get above that. But yeah, it's going to be about $151 when you see these, volume nodes just kind of, start to trend down. Now there is a bigger node right here between about $170 to $179, let's just call it. But, it's not near as big as the node we're in right now, or even this second biggest node. So we did get a bounce off a node that's pretty much equal in size, as you see. But yeah, just have to wait, guys. Now, taking a quick look at Bitcoin, guys, it looks like we pretty much almost got a V-shaped recovery. This is the 4-hour chart. Keep that in mind, guys. And I've drawn this little resistance line here, and it does look like it pretty much broke out of this resistance, this trend line. This is only kind of a local resistance, but, this is several days that we've just kind of, hit this resistance here and gotten a rejection. So, yeah, it looks like we may close this 4-hour candle above this resistance. And if we do, it could signal that we will move up to about $87,144, which would be the next daily resistance. Now keep in mind that's not as strong as these green lines, which are weekly resistances. So yeah, now I am still shocked that we came down as low as $78,258 according to Binance here. However, I want to keep you informed that we have not really filled the gap just yet. There is still a gap from $76,509.78 to be exact. So we, it's not that far. I mean, what is it, like, if I do mental math, it's like $1,700 more to fill. But will we fill it? This could just be another lower high, of course. Which, we have to basically take out this node here, or these candles here, I should say, not nodes. We're not looking at the volume, but yeah, these candles here, we do have to get above. So that's pretty much getting above 86,700 and start to make higher lows. So yeah, Bitcoin still has some work to do, guys. Not looking great. You can see that we have finally dropped out of this box that we were in for so long, just basically going sideways. And yeah, I mean, we're finally getting that action. I am a little bit glad we've done something instead of going sideways. I think that this will kind of be a springboard, for us to move forward. So I just think that it was boring for a lot of people. And this price action now is, shaking out those weak hands. And the strong hands are going to buy. And yeah, we got to wait and see, guys. I may be wrong. Maybe this is the end. Who knows? Now, Ethereum, on the other hand, if we take a look at this, yeah, it's struggling a lot more than Bitcoin. It went down almost to $2,000, guys. I mean, that's just amazing. A $2,000 Ethereum. I've never been that bullish on Ethereum, but yeah, I think, I don't know why this put this, these lines back. I did delete these other day, and I did say that I don't think the inverse head and shoulders is in play, so I don't know why it put that back there. But anyways, guys, yeah, this is pretty much invalidated now. You can see that we are now officially lower than the head here, pretty much. And yeah, unfortunately, it will not be inverse head and shoulders. So let's see. We have to wait and look for the next pattern, basically. We do have kind of a resistance here, pretty much keeping us down. I'm just going to leave this line like this. Maybe once we break this trend line, we will start to see higher prices for Ethereum. But right now, it is not looking good because we haven't been so low for quite a while. Here, let me put this on a daily time frame. Yeah, I mean, we really haven't been down here since, wow, 2023. I mean, yeah, we're getting into zones now. You can see this is 2023, guys. So hopefully we find a bounce here with Ethereum. Now, Ethereum is supposed to be the altcoin leader. And yeah, I mean, just it's not really leading anymore, unfortunately. Now, taking a look at the total market cap, guys, we're hanging on by a thread to at least the 2.62 trillion. Need to get above 2.84 trillion. Excluding Bitcoin, guys, we are right between 1.05 and 1.08. Trying to get back above 1.08 where we were for quite a while. So let's see what happens next. Now, the dominance, guys, it's starting to trend back up. So I'm a little bit afraid. It kind of found a bounce right here on this line again. It got a bounce here, here. I mean, it didn't touch it exactly, but like I always say, these lines are never perfect, guys. And yeah, maybe, I should adjust this slightly. And it may have gotten a bounce. So let's see. I really hope we don't trend back up. But right now we are making higher lows, as you see right here. Here's a higher low, a little bit higher low. This is probably the next higher low, so that's not good. The trend is up. Now, taking a quick look at the liquidations, guys. A lot of liquidations, almost 1 billion again. So really, really crazy numbers. Jesus, this is, really bad here. 17%, minus in February. I never imagined it would be that bad. Although it's not the worst. Now, 2014, it was kind of the Wild West days, so hey, but this is pretty bad. But I think we're going to see a nice March. Maybe we saved up some momentum. Now, fear and greed, guys, 16. Yesterday was a 10. I'm actually surprised it's not still at about a 10 or even worse. Altcoin season index, no, 31, guys. We're still way far away from altcoin season. It's more Bitcoin season than anything, unfortunately. Now, crypto bubbles, guys, it looks good, but when you've gone down like 50%, 60% on these coins, these bounces look nice when you get 7%, 2%. 3%, it looks amazing, but it's not in reality, guys, unfortunately. Anyways, if you like this video, guys, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.